Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while actually. I think I haven't posted for a long period of time, yeah. And this time around, I'm coming with a little bit of spice. I'm coming with a little bit of spice. We would talk on relationships. We talk on positive relationships, healthy relationships. Yeah. So you guys should stay tuned. And as you can see, I have a beautiful guest here. I have Sarah Sabo, the CEO of Sabzi Inspire. She's an industrious woman. Sarah is a minister. She's a motivational speaker and writer. She's a businesswoman. She has money. And it's showing all over her.
Please, look at me. No.
It's showing over her. So Sarah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
I
accepting my
really
request.
appreciate it.
On such short notice, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Can you tell them a little about yourself?
Okay. Okay, my name is Sabo Sarah Anang, and I'm a businesswoman. Yes, I do a lot of stuff, but for now, let me just give you one. I'm into household utensils, and then I'm an inspirational speaker, a writer, and then I have this passion of changing the world with my pen, VD. And then I'm a singer. I love to sing, and by God's grace, I want to take it bigger. But for now, let's concentrate on me being an inspirational speaker. And then I really want to thank our host here for having me. I really do not take it for granted. Thank you very much, and I hope I get a lot of value from us today. And God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, you've heard from her. Sarah is an industrious woman. She's a 10. Yeah, she's a 10. Yeah, so today we're going to talk on long distance relationships. One of the bad goals that has been happening in our world.
Exactly.
We've heard a lot of ills like, oh, you can't be in a long distance relationship. Some said,
Exemptions now.
yeah. Some say if you're in a long distance relationship, just know that you have 4 people in the relationship. That's your guy has his other lady that is sharing the companionship we had there, and you have someone that is your shoulder to lean on here.
Wow.
So we have a lot of ills on a lot of negative sayings.
Yeah,
as
we are
regards
sure
long-distance
about that.
relationship.
Exactly.
So, Sarah, what do you think? Do you think it's possible to be in a long distance relationship?
Well, I think that it is possible 100%, right? Because let me bring this story of my parents. Before I share my experience of my parents saying that my dad had to write letters and all of that, and then they were still living fine and all of that. I know that was in those days, right? But then presently here we have my experience. It was a great one because we had times where in the morning and the evening we prayed together, we studied the word of God. He's like, okay, during the day, Sarah, you're reading this chapter, you're doing this, and I'm like, okay, during the day, you're reading this book, you're doing this, and then we had a lot of things to do, a lot of things to talk about. So I think that, and there was trust. I think one major ingredient in a long distance relationship is trust. Once you love, yes, but trust, yes. You should know the person that you're going into this long distance relationship with, because a lot of people have gone into long distance relationships with the wrong persons, and they just come out and they're like, it's wrong, it's bad, my experience. But you should first of all be sure of the person you're going into this relationship with. Okay, like I said, I was going to share my experience. My experience was a beautiful one. We usually study the word of God together from time to time. We had tasks. From time to time, we'd be like, okay, Sarah, you're studying this book of the Bible. I'll be like, okay, you're studying this book, and then we're going to talk about it. And then communication was frequent. We had to put more effort into the relationship because we knew that we had to make this work. And then we had time for our personal task, our personal goal and everything. We also had time to so we had time for ourselves.
The first off is going to a relationship with the right person, just like you said.
Yes.
You have to be sure that this is the right person. You have to be sure that this person wants the same thing that you do.
Yeah.
You guys are heading towards the same direction. Because if the guy doesn't see you in his future, or if the lady doesn't see you in her future, then there's no need going to a long distance relationship. It wouldn't even work.
Yeah, I also think that you guys should come to a consensus, knowing that is this girl a 10 for me? Is this guy a 10 for me? Like, you can be a 10 on your own, but not for someone, right? So it's important that no matter how perfect you think you are, you hear from this person, what do you think? It's not like you're being desperate, but And again, body languages you should be able to read each other's body language. Long distance relationship should be established first of all in person. Like let's communicate. What do we want for ourselves? Do we just want to play around? And come on, it's important. Like it's necessary. If you guys want to play around, just know that you're playing around, and then don't come to social media later and be saying that this one broke my heart.
Don't my feelings.
Don't. So if you want to play around, know that. But let it be established. Let it be an existing protocol. Yeah, I think that should be it. Trust.
That's good. That's good. And trust. So you felt like trust is the first ingredient to a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Before going into a long distance relationship with your partner, you should be able to trust this person 101%. Yeah. So trust is one of the ingredients. Like
honestly,
it's like the major. You know, salt. You need to add salt to every meal.
Yeah.
So trust is like that salt in every relationship. Yeah. So I'm sorry. What do you think are the disadvantages of long distance relationships?
Okay, I think that some cons of a long distance relationship, we have insecurities. Yeah, where a partner is okay. Let's say the fear of of your partner being distracted, the fear of distractions, because we are humans. So when a guy is not seeing you every day, he's not physically seeing you every day, you might fear that, okay, this is it. He might be distracted, or maybe he might deviate his focus. Although he has told you, okay, you're the only one, you're the only rock that I stand, you understand? But you might be scared that, okay, there might be some distractions. I think it's normal for every lady and all of that. But that's where communication comes into play. Guys should be able to assure every lady that, Kai, no matter what, you are the one. No, this, like, okay, let me share an experience. I think I used to have an insecurity. This is personal. I'm always conscious about my legs because my legs are key. So I'm always like, you're fine, girl. Oh, this one's. I'm like, but I have key legs. It's like, are you serious? Like the way he assures me that, okay, the way he assured me that, okay, this is not a problem, please. Your key legs it even makes you look more beautiful, you understand? I gained more confidence. So that's where communication comes into play in a relationship. And then I think that another disadvantage can be that seeing each other can prove to be expensive sometimes. So, but you find your way around it. There's an adage that says you create time for those you love. So
Sure.
you create time, and then you also create money for those who you love. You make some sacrifices to ensure that Coca-Cola you want to buy today, you save the money. What you want to buy, you have to save the money to see your loved one. And yeah, I think that's it.
Do you follow Alison?
Yeah, I do.
Alison. I think that was the time he mentioned his wife was in Lagos.
Okay.
And he was staying in another state or so. And there are times that literally he doesn't have money. So he treks to work and treks back home.
Wow.
So that he save his transport so he could buy airtime to call his wife.
Yeah,
and she doesn't know like the sacrifice he was making. And there are times that he would travel down to Lagos, follow the night bus to Lagos just to see her, and he'll buy her things she needs. So these are the sacrifices.
Yes.
But then we are still on the disadvantages. Long distance relationship is expensive, basically.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I think it's for those who have data.
It's data consuming, yeah,
Exactly,
just like
yeah.
the sea. So long distance relationship is data consuming because you have to, like the communication to mention,
Yeah.
you have to be talking back to back. You have to give her the constant reassurance because ladies have hormones. Our hormones cannot start up today and she'll be kind of, do you still love me? Where's this question coming from?
An established fact.
This is a lady I just told I love her last night and she just woke up this morning and you get? So like the constant communication,
Dramatic.
constant reassurance is that you need to keep feeding
Yeah.
with this lady goes a long way. Yeah, and you also mentioned distractions. Distractions. So can you expand on that? What sort of
Okay.
distractions?
Okay, so now we are coming physically, right?
Yeah.
Human beings are not perfect.
Yeah.
So, distractions, I mean, when you start to see the flaws of your partner, for example, physically, you always admired a busty lady.
Yeah.
And then your partner is not busty, and then you're like, Kai, she's not busty, but her heart is made of gold. I love the way she thinks. I love the way she speaks and everything. Let me go for her. In fact, these physical things, I'm not going to see them one day again. She's going to get old and all of that. But then, because she's not there for you to really speak with her, maybe you're sexual as well. She's not there for you to really speak with her at the point. And then this your neighbor is always coming out and they're always dressing to kill. You understand? We are human beings. You might be distracted, you understand, physically. Yeah, and then I think with purpose in a sense. Just imagine your partner is the one that spurs you every day to go to work, to do this and everything. And then you don't have that communication sense in your relationship. Or maybe you just speak once a week. I can remember a time in my relationship where, when we just started, that he was being too official. We speak only once a week and that's when I call. Like, I'm like, I didn't even have the space to tell him, to even ask him if he loved me. Like, I wasn't really comfortable. I wasn't really expressive. We speak once a week. After that week, we did not speak again. We are just there. And I felt he was distracted because he was one that spurred me at that particular point. He's like, okay, this is that. But the communication wasn't constant. So I felt that he was being distracted by something else or maybe somebody. So I think, yeah.
Well, distractions, we are humans.
Yeah.
We are humans. The fact that you don't see your girlfriend or boyfriend every day, and then normally you're a fine girl now, other guys are there. And one thing with guys that, they say guys are chasers. So the guy that is there, he knows your boyfriend is away, for example. So he'll try his possible best.
There's nothing you know here.
What do you need? Bam, your guy is there. He will surprise you with gifts. He'll give you everything.
You were sad yesterday and he did not even notice, Kai. That's really bad.
Okay.
If he really loved you, he would have.
Yeah, so guys will cultivate all these things and trying to win your heart. And normally you are human. Feelings will start arising. You get feelings for people you see every day.
And ladies were more emotional and rational. What we hear them, we just think it might not. We might be defensive at that point and say, no, nothing happened. But when we go back to them, we say, and it's true. And exactly. So it just takes some time and it just manifests.
Yeah, but then I think the answer to these distractions is remaining focused and committed. You see, I see commitment as the fact that I've chosen this person and I want to grow up with this person. I want to grow old with this person. Because I know definitely that I would see people that are actually more finer than her, people that are more beautiful, people that are more intellectual, even spiritual, people that are more spiritual than her.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I've chosen her and I want to grow old with her, I think that would do away with the distractions that you're facing. So you love your boyfriend, you have a future together. So knowing you want him to be like that guy in your life, that would keep you away from all the distractions that will come. So we've talked on the disadvantages of long distance relationships. What are the advantages?
Okay, I think it helps you to focus on life's goals. Like it gives you more time, and then it helps you to value your partner. It says absence makes the heart grow fonder. It makes you to really value their presence. Whenever they come around, they're like, wow, this is what you mean to me. In fact, I was this without you, I was that. In fact, your absence made a lot of difference. If you're committed to that level where you can just be vulnerable, do you understand? But then if you're not committed to that level, you can just be all, you understand? But I think that would go. It teaches you patience. Like it teaches you that self-control is necessary, and then it gives you the platform to be able to wait for marriage before any form of physical intimacy can come.
So you spoke on patience. You say it helps you remain patient till after marriage.
It just teaches you. I think when the trust is there, like maybe when both of you are talking, like, I can't wait to. Don't worry. It's just too much time.
That's another topic. That's a deeper topic if you're going to. Because I could recall I counseled a lady. Her boyfriend was away and she had a lot of distractions. And one thing led to another, and she had a bedroom session with one guy like that. And she felt guilty to the extent that she wanted to call up a relationship. She felt guilty to the extent that she wanted to call up a relationship. But then that is one of the disadvantages that comes with a relationship. Let us not talk on that. Yeah. Another advantage I feel is it gives you time to focus on yourself.
Yeah,
It
sure.
gives you time to focus on yourself, to build yourself, to reach out for your goals, to and all. Because your partner is not there. There's no all the times you're supposed to spend together, the evening walks, the mushy feelings and all. So this time around you have ample time to focus on yourself.
And then it also helps you value time.
Sure, it does. It does. So that's beautiful actually.
Yes, I think one more thing is that it helps you put in more effort to make your relationship work. You understand? And when you're together, you just know that okay, we are together, and then this is us, this is the relationship. You understand? But then when you are away, you put in more effort, more calling, more time, more. I think in a way, it's just an encouragement for someone who wants to go into a long distance relationship.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So.
And those helps you those helps you like find out if your partner is actually worth the fight, worth the wait. Worth the wait. Because I mean, if a guy loves you truly, and ladies don't know these things, if a guy loves you, he would reach the skies for you. He would do everything he can to get you, to keep you. Because our ladies have in long distance relationships and they keep complaining that the guy doesn't call. It's not like he doesn't have a phone. Some of them complain that he's always online but he doesn't touch them up. And all these things, I'm kind of then do you really have an honest conversation with the guy? Ask him if he's still interested in this stuff. Because I think one of the things I believe we are adults. I believe we are adults. Like I don't have time to play with your feelings. I don't like you tell you, oh, it's not there, it's not there. How are we going to do? So that we'll have this discussion.
Yeah.
But then it's evil. Like you be a Yoruba demon, that you know that you don't love this girl any longer, and you're still keeping her. You don't call her when she complains. You apologize. Then for 1 week, you give her the calls back to back, and you go back to status quo. So I think long distance relationship would help you realize if the guy really is worth the wait. So, any other advice or thing on long distance relationships?
Like we've established earlier, I think communication and trust are really the word in long distance relationship. We've established this. Do not go into a relationship with someone you don't trust. With someone you don't trust, with someone you can't communicate with. Don't waste your time. It's important for you not to waste your time intentionally by saying you're going to a relationship with a playboy, going into a long distance relationship with a playboy that will just end up wasting your time and telling you that he's sorry, that something else took his time and everything. Make sure that everything is established, and that is it.
So it's been an awesome discussion so far and a very productive one. At least now you know the keys you need to look out for before going to a long distance relationship. You know the disadvantages and the advantages. And another thing I feel is to be honest with yourself. There are people that can't handle long distance relationship. If you know you can, just be honest with yourself. Just be honest and let it go. But I'm not sure. I mean, it's worth a try. You never can tell. It must turn out to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And Sister Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your personal experiences. Thank you for feeding the audience with the wisdom you have on long distance relationship. Yeah. So, what final advice do you have for them?
Okay. Well, I feel that I should just share this with you, and you all know that the essence of a godly relationship is marriage. And then, if you do not have marriage in retrospect, if you don't have marriage in mind, let me use that word, I think it's better to not play with the other person's feeling. It's important to checkmate the person first of all before even going into a relationship. I know relationship teaches and lets you know more about the other party, but as soon as you know that, man, I can't keep up with you, I think it's just better I let the other party know. And then in long distance relationship, I think commitment should be it. Do not allow any guy water you down and say, your partner is this, your partner. If you have an established fact and then you trust that guy to an extent, ensure that you ask. Communication is important. Make sure you communicate with your partner. Know if this is true, if the rumor you heard is true. Do not just make it a background and then just stick with it. Most people are envious of your relationship and then they want to spoil it. So it's important to be able to discern when they are saying the truth or when they are lying about it. So it's important for you to know your partner as well. You need to know their do's and don'ts.
And finally, as she was saying, it's something occurred to me. If you're in a godly relationship, this is for people that are in a godly relationship.
Yeah, it's very
Pray,
important.
pray, because the devil doesn't just break marriages; he destroys relationships. So when he knows that definitely this relationship has
Would
a
lead
goal,
to a godly kingdom
it
marriage.
will lead to a kingdom marriage. A lot of distractions will come. Distractions come in form of guys, in form of the perfect lady you want, the infatuation. Just like you said, if you like busty ladies, your girlfriend is somewhere else and she's not busty. You see it's your neighbor that you've never even thought about. All of a sudden, you find out that her thoughts are coming.
Exactly.
You are looking at her twice, sort of once and the usual way. So basically, you pray that God helps you, because the truth is we can't do things based on our flesh. We need the help of the Holy Spirit at all times.
Yeah.
At all times. So prayer helps you, and prayer strengthens your faith in the process too. The process. So Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I mean, it's an honor, yeah? It is. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing the knowledge you have on long distance relationships, and I look forward to having more videos with you.
Thank you very much.
I look forward to having more videos with you. So yeah, guys, you've heard from our guest speaker Sarah. She's an industrious woman. Check out the link to her pages on the comment section and follow her. I mean, she drops. What's the first line of that? Start your day with this. Yes, she drops it daily. On a daily, it's there. On a daily, it's on her WhatsApp status. Sometimes I even wonder if she sleeps, because sometimes she uploads this thing around 1 a.m. Then a day she uploads it around 3. Some days around 4, and I'm kind of she's getting sleep at all. Yeah, but then that's how far she has gone in trying to help others and trying to make people know their worth. So please check out her page, check out her Facebook profile and her contact, and please reach out to her. Be sure to be blessed. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Zantz for recording us from behind.
Celebrate you, boss.
Yeah, it's the big deal here, because it's behind the scene and you guys don't know what happened, but he handled everything. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I look forward to seeing you guys another